To Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. This is it. The World Series. Game 3 of a best-of-7 series. First team to win 4 games is world champion of baseball. The Avengers have a 2-0 lead over the Cleveland baseball team. It says the Indians. We all know in real baseball they are now the Cleveland Guardians, so we'll just call them the Cleveland baseball team and call it even. Laptop is set up. Hands are on the controller. As you can see, Scarlett Johansson goes for the Hollywood Avengers in Game 3. She is Black Widow. She is 2-0 with a 2.45 earned run average in the playoffs. Opposing the Avengers for Cleveland is Jose Berrios, who's 1-0. Let's jump into the calendar. Let's get this show on the road. As you can see, the Avengers won the first 2 games of the 7-game series, 7-4 and 15-6 in aggressive fashion. This is the pivotal game. There's a big difference between being down 2-1 and being down 3-0 in a best-of-7. So Cleveland needs this game. Play organizations games. Play game. Okay. Play full game. We are the away team in our cream-colored banana outfits at Progressive Field in Ohio. Let's rock and roll. Scarlett Johansson. Lineup looks pretty good. Here are the lineups. I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. I let the computer run the bases for me. And the difficulty setting for the entire season is set to All-Star for both hitting and pitching. This is game number 173 because I played all 162 plus the playoffs. No skipped innings, no simulated games, all of them on YouTube for your viewing pleasure. Live, we come to you with World Series action. The Hollywood Avengers visit the Cleveland baseball team here in Game 3 of the World Series. On the mound for the Cleveland baseball team is Jose Berrios, making his 4th start of the postseason. He's 1-0. Dazzling ERA, 1.17. Leading off for the Hollywood Avengers, Anthony Mackie hitting .511, 6 homers, 12 RBIs in the postseason. He is Sam Wilson in the Hollywood, in the pitches outside ball 1. Game 3 is underway. He plays Sam Wilson in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's a line drive, and it will hang up there for out number 1. Starting lineup for the Hollywood Avengers: Anthony Mackie's at short, Tom Holland's at second, Robert Downey Jr. is at first, the catcher, Mark Ruffalo. Chadwick Boseman's at third, Sebastian Stan is in left, the designated hitter is Benedict Cumberbatch, Dave Bautista's in right, and batting 9th and playing center field, Don Cheadle. Tom Holland, 349, a homer, 3 RBIs, steps in. He is the National League batting champion for the season, and he grounds it to a third baseman who's in on the infield grass, throws to first in time, 2-away here in the top of the first inning. Next up is Robert Downey Jr., 342. He has 4 homers and 9 RBIs during the playoffs. 2 outs, bases empty, top of the first, no score. Checked his swing, changeup is low, ball 1. Here comes the pitch from Berrios. Line drive headed towards the center fielder. Ken Griffey Jr. makes the catch to retire the side. It's a 1-2-3 inning. After a half inning in Game 3 of the World Series, no score, Cleveland baseball team coming to bat. On the mound is Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson, making her 3rd start of the postseason. She is 2-0 with a 2.45 earned run average. Leading off for the Indians, or the Cleveland baseball team, as you will, Edgar Martinez, 414, a homer, 5 RBIs. First pitch from Scarlett. And that's a line drive, base hit up the middle and through. Leadoff single for Martinez here in the bottom of the first. Here's a replay. Off the end of the bat, perfectly placed. Next up, right fielder Al Kaline, 324 RBIs in the playoffs. Runner leads off first. Outside corner, strike one. Chases a slider out and away. Count quickly, no balls, and 2 strikes to K-line. Pops him up. Foul territory. Tony Stark makes the catch, 1 away. Starting lineup for the Cleveland baseball team. Edgar Martinez is at third. Al Kaline in right. Eddie Murray at first. Center fielder Ken Griffey Jr. Trevor Story is at short. Marcelo Zuna's in left. The catcher Salvador Perez. The DH Gene Segura and batting ninth and playing second base Colton Wong. Eddie Murray, 377, 4 homers, 21 RBIs in the postseason. Swinging to miss the fastball, strike one. Runner at first, 1 away here in the bottom of the first. No score in Game 3 of the World Series. Slices it, out of play. Count is 0-2 on Eddie Murray. Switch hitting first baseman for the Cleveland baseball team. Just gets a piece to stay alive. Count will remain 0-2. Grounder, 4, 6, 3. Double play. Side is retired. So after 1 inning of baseball here in Game 3, no score. This is the World Series. Leading off the top of the second inning is the Incredible Hulk Mark Ruffalo, 375, a homer, 13 RBIs.
Number 84.
Berrios deals. Checked his swing, or did he? No, he did not. First base umpire says he went too far. Count is no balls, 1 strike. During the regular season, Ruffalo hit .341, and that's a fly ball to right. Routine play for K-line. And there's 1 away. Defensive alignment for the Cleveland baseball team. In the outfield from left to right, we have Arzuna, Ken Griffey Jr., and Al Kaline. And in the infield, Edgar Martinez, Trevor Story, Colton Wong, Eddie Murray with Salvador Perez behind home plate. Next up, Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther, 2 homers, 11 RBIs. Change up off the plate, ball 1. No score here in the top of the second inning. Inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Pitches outside. 3-0 count. Will he have the green light on 3-0? No, he will not. I do not swing on 3-0. In there, strike 1. Hitters count. 3 balls, 1 strike to T'Challa. Handcuffs are off. That's a line drive, and it will... Nice. Oh, no, it's at his feet. It's going to be a single. I thought Ozuna made the catch and left, but when he got up from the ground, the ball was laying on the floor underneath him. Let's see. I thought he had it, and there it is on the ground. So it'll be a single, 1-out single for Boseman. Up steps Sebastian Stan, 488, 4 homers, 11 RBIs in the playoffs. He has been super hot. Chadwick's got a big lead at first. Fastball in there, strike 1. Sebastian Stan plays Bucky Barnes, or the Winter Soldier in the MCU. Pitch out, nothing doing. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. 2-0 lead for the Hollywood Avengers in a best-of-7 series. This is the key game. Game 3. High and tight, 2 balls, 1 strike to Sebastian. Avengers win. They take a commanding 3-0 lead in the best-of-7. If the Cleveland baseball team wins, it's a 2-1 deficit for them instead of a 3-0 deficit. And it becomes a different ball game. Quick throw to first. He's back. Fastball at the knees. Count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Stan. Again, Black Panther leads off first. He's going. Pitches outside. Throw down is not in time. It is a stolen base and a full count for Sebastian Stan. Cut the Wakanda forever. So runner in scoring position with 1 out. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he called it high, ball 4. Close pitch. Runners will now be at first and second with 1 away. And up steps the designated hitter, Benedict Cumberbatch, or Dr. Stephen Strange. Here comes the pitch from Berrios. Skies it to left, routine play. Ozuna makes the catch, and there are 2 outs. Postseason bracket. Blue side is the National League. The red side is the American League. As you can see, the Avengers have a 2-0 lead in this best-of-7 World Series. Next up is Drax the Destroyer from the Guardians of the Galaxy, or Dave Bautista, hitting .295 in the playoffs. Breaking ball, no, check that. Fastball off the plate, ball 1. Runners lead off first and second. 2 away, top of the second inning. That's a line drive, and it is going to dunk in there for base hit. Rounding third and heading on the throw to the plate. It's cut off. The relay, not in time. It's an RBI single with 2 outs for Drax the Destroyer. And the MCU has an early 1-0 lead here in Game 3 of the World Series. Clutch 2-out hit to left. Next up, Don Cheadle. James Rhodes is hitting .286, 2 homers, 6 RBIs. Runners at first and second, still 2 out. Pitch is off the plate, ball 1. And he skies it to center. Routine play for Ken Griffey Jr. He makes the catch to retire the side, but a 2-out hit from Drax the Destroyer gives the Hollywood Avengers an early 1-0 lead after 1.5. This is Game 3 of the World Series. S. Chris Gaming, welcome to the live stream. Happy Friday as well. Thank you so much for dropping the like. I appreciate it. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Ken Griffey Jr. steps to the plate. He's hitting .304, 4 homers, 10 RBIs. On the mound for the Avengers is Scarlett Johansson, or Black Widow. Fastball inside, strike 1. They're playing in the pull. 3 infielders are on the right side of the infield, so I guess they should pitch him on the inside part of the plate. Count is 0-1 to Griff. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Out in front of the changeup, swing and a miss. Struck him out. There's 1 away. First strikeout for Scarlett. Next up, Trevor Story, hitting .333 in the postseason. Here's the pitch. Slider off the plate, ball 1. He has 2 homers and 8 RBIs this postseason. Scarlett is 2-0 in the playoffs. Line drive caught by Black Panther. Wakanda Forever, there are 2 away. So 2 down, bases empty. Up steps the left fielder Marcell Ozuna. He has 3 homers and 6 RBIs in the postseason, but he's hitting only .204. Fouls the fastball upstairs behind home plate. Strike 1. 1-0 Avengers here in Game 3 of the World Series. Avengers have a 2-0 lead. Grounder up the middle and through. It is a 2-out single for Ozuna. And this half inning will continue, bottom of the second. Here's the replay. Almost gloved it on the mound, but not quite. Anthony Mackie giving up the body at shortstop. So next up is the catcher, Salvador Perez, .273, 4 homers, 9 RBIs. Check the swing, but in there, strike 1. Swing and a miss, 2-seam fastball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called, looked high, called the 3rd strike. Perez doesn't like the call, but the side is retired nonetheless. The end of 2 innings of play here in Game 3 of the World Series. It's a 1-0 lead for the MCU. We go to the top of the third. Up steps Anthony Mackie for his second plate appearance. He is the new Captain America in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Slicing out of play, strike one. Popped it up behind home plate. Out of play count is 0-2. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Down and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Sam Wilson. Inside with the slider. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he yanks it foul. Mackie had 22 homers during the regular season. Just gets a piece of the fastball, 94 on the radar gun. Count will remain at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looked like strike 3 called, backdoor slider. Called the ball, full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Generous call. Fouls it off and the at-bat will continue. This pitch number 9 of the at-bat. Just gets a piece to stay alive. Again, fouls it back. Double-digit at pitches in this at-bat. This is pitch number 11 on the way from Jose Berrios. Finally, Berrios wins the battle. Swing and a miss out in front, and there's 1 away. Here's the replay. Just caught him with the breaking ball. Next up, Tom Holland, or Spider-Man, grounded out in the first. Pulls it down the left field line, out of play for strike 1. Deep drive to left, back goes Ozuna, making the catch. In front of the warning track, there are 2 away. It's 1-0 MCU here in the top of the 3rd inning in Game 3 of the World Series. Next up, Robert Downey Jr., 0 for 1. His 4 homers in the playoffs, 26 during the regular season. Grounds it to first, fielded by Murray, steps on the bag. It's an easy 1-2-3 inning for Berrios, and the side is retired after 2.5 here at Progressive Field. It's a 1-0 lead for the Hollywood Avengers in Game 3 of the World Series. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Up steps the DH Gene Segura, hitting only $167 in these playoffs. Here comes the pitch from Black Widow. At the knees, strike 1. Foul tip into the glove, strike 2. Count is no balls, 2 strikes. And he pulls it deep, but foul. Strike 3 called. Slider, outside corner, 3rd strikeout of the game for Scarlett Johansson. Here we go. Here's the location. Was it a strike? Oh, absolutely. That was just a nasty slider. So 1 away. Up steps second baseman Colton Wong, hitting only $170 in the playoffs. They're playing him on the infield grass, expecting a bunt base hit. Line drive to left. Sebastian Stan right there makes the catch, 2 away. So 2 down, bases empty. Lineup turns over for Cleveland. Edgar Martinez had a single in the first, his 2nd plate appearance. Grounds it foul for strike 1. This time grounds it down the left field line, also a foul ball. Count is no balls and 2 strikes to Martinez. Strike 3 called, knuckleball frozen. Side retired, 1-2-3 inning for Scarlett Johansson. End of 3, 1-0 MCU. This is Game 3 of the World Series. Leading off the top of the fourth inning is Mark Ruffalo, the Incredible Hulk. Here comes the pitch. Checked his swing, but went too far. Count is 0-1. Down and in, 1 ball and 1 strike. This is Avengers Baseball World Series action, Game 3. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for watching. Again, went too... No, this time he called it a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. I thought he went too far. Nevertheless. A little late on the fastball. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. Berrios has got good stuff. Strike 3 called. Struck him out looking 1 away. Second strikeout of the game for Berrios. His stuff is electric. He knows the importance of this game. Next up, Chadwick Boseman. Single and a run scored. Grounder to the shortstop. Fields fires. Got him 2 away. Two down, up steps the Winter Soldier, who walked in the second. Officially no at bat. That's a deep drive. It's got a chance. Back goes Ozuna. Crashes with the wall. Makes the catch to retire the side. That's a Sports Center play right there. Not a sponsor. Here's the replay. After 3.5, it's 1-0 MCU. So we go to the bottom of the fourth. Right fielder Al Kaline popped out in the first. He's 0 for 1. Here comes the pitch from Scarlett. Ground ball up the middle and through. It is a leadoff single for Kaline. And the tying run is on base for Cleveland. Next up, Eddie Murray, 0 for 1. Pops it up out of the crouch is Mark Ruffalo in foul territory. Makes the catch 1 away. Nice athletic play by the catcher. Next up, Ken Griffey Jr., who struck out in the second inning. He's 0 for 1. 600 plus career home runs for Ken. Swinging a miss at the inside fastball, strike 1. Grounds it foul. Count as no balls and 2 strikes on Ken Griffey Jr. 1-0 lead for the MCU here in the bottom of the fourth inning in Game 3 of the World Series. Avengers up 2-0. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. There are 2 away. Strikeout number 5 for Scarlett Johansson. Black Widow. Here's the replay. Was it a strike? Oh, absolutely. I don't know how he missed it. Next up, shortstop Trevor Story. 4 for 9 in the World Series. 0 for 1 today. Outside corner with the fastball, strike 1. Runner leads off first. And that's a deep drive to center, but playable for Don Cheadle. He retires the side. So, it's no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on at the end of 4 innings of baseball. It's a 1-0 lead for the Avengers in Game 3 of the World Series. So we go to the top of the 5th inning. DH Benedict Cumberbatch flew out in the second inning. He is 0 for 1, second plate appearance. Checked his swing, but the slider's in there, strike 1. Nasty breaking stuff from Jose Berrios. Line drive, will it dunk in there? And yes, it will. It is an opposite field hit. Leadoff single for the Dr. Stephen Strange. Next up, Dave Bautista. He has a hit in today's game. 4, 6, 3. Double play. The bases are empty. And just like that, 2 outs. Here's the replay. Nice defensive display. Colton Wong flips to Trevor Story, who bare hands and throws it to Eddie Murray to complete the 4-6-3 double play. 2 outs, up steps Don Cheadle, who flew out in the second. He is 0 for 1. Switch hitter batting from the left side. Did he check it?
What do you got?
Yes, he did. Ball 1. Hard line drive, base hit through the box. A 2-out single for War Machine. And this half inning will continue. We are in the top 5th 1-0 lead for the MCU. We are in Game 3 of the World Series. The Avengers already have a 2-0 lead in this best-of-7 series. First team to win 4 games is the world champion of baseball. Anthony Mackie struck out. He lined out. He is 0 for 2 today. He has 6 homers in the postseason. Breaking ball outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Out in front of the changeup, swing and a miss. Tried to check it, but count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Off the plate, 2-1. Strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes very quickly. We're going to go options. Gameplay. Hitting difficulty is set to All-Star. Pitching difficulty is set to All-Star. Once a game, I like to show that. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner leads off first. 1-0 lead for the MCU. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. After 4.5, it's 1-0. Avengers lead in Game 3 of the World Series. Pitching duel. So we're going to go to Heidi Watney. Hopefully the microphone is working, and sadly, even in the World Series, our microphone is silent. We're sorry, Heidi. Leading off is Marcell Ozuna. Singled in the second. He is 1 for 1. At the edge, strike 1. Misses with the slider, 1 ball and 1 strike. Deep drive. It's got a chance. At the very least, it'll be off that wall. And it is a double. Looked like it hit off that yellow line. I'm surprised they're calling it a double. Leadoff double for Ozuna. Let's watch the replay. I was almost certain that that had hit the yellow line, indicating a solo home run in a tie ball game. As you can see, I don't understand the call by the umpires. Nevertheless, runner in scoring position with nobody out for Salvador Perez, who struck out in the second. Here's the pitch. Fouls off the fastball, strike 1. Swing and a miss at the slider, strike 2. Swing and a miss at the inside fastball, struck him out. Strikeout number 6 on the game for Black Widow. And there's 1 away. Next up is the DH, Gene Segura. Again, runner in scoring position at second, the tying run. 1-0 MCU here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Pops it up down the right field line, slicing out of play for strike 1. A leadoff double, which honestly could have been a home run, but called a double by the home plate umpire. Grounder to third. Oh, he misses it. And it'll be first and third. He went to barehand it, and it went right under his hand. They're going to probably call that a hit. Honestly, that's a defensive lapse. He should have used his glove, backhanded it. So it'll be runners at first and third and only 1 out for Colton Wong. They need a double play or a pop-up in this situation. Swing and a miss at the fastball, strike 1. Misses inside with the breaking ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. Chases a fastball off the plate, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Grounder, 6-4, not in time. It's a tie ball game, so it's a fielder's choice out at second. They could not complete the 4-6-3 double play, so it'll be an RBI ground out and a tie ball game here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here in Game 3 of the World Series, RBI goes to Colton Wong. Lineup turns over. Edgar Martinez is 1 for 2, 3 for 11 in this series. Runner at first, 2 away. At the knees, strike 1. Fouls it off. Strike two. Count is quickly. No balls and 2 strikes to Martinez. Grounder, backhanded by Black Panther, throws to first with authority. Side is retired, tries to make up for that defensive lapse. So at the end of 5 innings of play here at Game 3 of the World Series, it's tie ball game at 1. This is Avengers Baseball. I'm RC Robbin. Thank you for watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe. Leading off the top of the 5th, so check that 6th, is Tom Holland, Spider-Man, who's 0 for 2. Just gets a piece of the fastball. Strike 1. Tom's 9 for his last 24. Fastball low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tom led the ball club with 218 hits and a .355 average during the regular season. Low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Chases a fastball. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Spidey. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. On deck is Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. Grounds it foul, and we'll do it again. 3-2 pitch from Berrios. Swing and a miss. The changeup out in front struck him out. That is strikeout number 4 for Jose. Here's the replay. Next up, Robert Downey Jr. 0 for 2 today. Just gets a piece of the fastball, strike 1. Pivotal game 3, down 2-0, down 0-2. Pulls it foul, count is no balls, 2 strikes. The Cleveland baseball team need this game in order to get this series back in their favor. Low, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And he yanks it high and deep, but playable in front of the warning track, over the shoulder catch for Al Kaline, and there are 2 away. Hit it hard, but didn't get any air under it. Next up, the Incredible Hulk, 5 for 10 in the World Series with a homer. Just gets a piece of the slider or the slurve. Count is no balls, 1 strike. 6 RBI in his last 4 games. And it's a pop-up to center. Routine play for Ken Griffey Jr. And the side is retired. Another 1-2-3 inning for Jose Berrios. We go to the bottom of the 6th. This ball game is tied at 1. Game 3 of the World Series. So leading off the bottom of the 6th is Al Kaline, who had a single in the 4th inning. Here comes the pitch from Scarlett Johansson. Pop up in the infield. Behind the second base bag is Spider-Man. Tom Holland makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 away. Next up, switch hitting first baseman Eddie Murray, who's 0 for 2 today. He has 21 RBIs in the postseason. In there, strike 1. He also has 7 runs scored in his last 8 games. And that's a 2-1 lead for Cleveland. Solo shot for Eddie Murray here in the bottom of the 6th inning. His first of this series. And it's a 2-1 lead for the Cleveland baseball team. Here's the replay. Oof, oh boy. Projected 441 feet. So 2-1 lead for Cleveland here in Game 3. Next up, Ken Griffey Jr. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. That's a line drive. It looks like it's going to be in there. 1 hop to the wall. It's going to be a double for Ken Griffey Jr., 1 out double. And The insurance runners in scoring position for the Cleveland baseball team. Here's the replay. Really no chance for either fielder to get it. Manager is going to go to the bullpen. He's going to warm up Paul Bettany and Ed Norton. And he is going to go and send the pitching coach to the mound to talk to Scarlett. Trevor Story is 4 for 10 in this series, but he's 0 for 2 today. Checked his swing, but the slider's in there for strike one. Fouls it back. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Trevor's 8 for his last 16. Runner in scoring position, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Strike him out, throw him out, and there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. 7th strikeout for Scarlett Johansson, who's pitched well, but trailing 2-1 nonetheless. So, right-hander Marcelo Osuna has a double and a single. He is 2 for 2 today. Runner in scoring position. 2-1 lead for Cleveland. Throw down to third is not in time, so he decides to steal third. Ken Griffey Jr. takes an unnecessary risk, but pays off. Now an error can score a run. So 0-1 count. Out in front of the slider, swinging and miss, count is 0-2. Strike him out, swinging inside fastball, strikeout number 8. However, solo shot from Hall of Famer Eddie Murray. The end of 6 innings of play here in Game 3 of the World Series. The Indians, the Guardians, the Cleveland baseball team, whatever you want to call them, now have a 2-1 lead. We go to the top of the 7th. Up steps Chadwick Boseman. 2 homers in this series. He's 1 for 2 today. Berrios is dealing. Here's the pitch. Slider or changeup outside, ball 1. 2 right-handers warming in the Cleveland bullpen. Dan Winkler and Ryan Harper getting loose. 1-0 count. Grounder towards the hole. Diving stop from his knees in time. Gorgeous play from Trevor Story. There's 1 away. 2-1 Cleveland here in the top of the 7th. Next up, Sebastian Stan. 0 for 1 today with a walk. Misses with the 2-seam fastball. Ball 1. Check the swing. Pitches outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Chases an inside fastball instead of a 3-0 count. The count is 2 balls and 1 strike. And that's a deep drive to center field. Back goes Ken Griffey Jr. to the track, looking up, makes the catch. Took a lot of real estate out there in order to make that catch for out number 2. Flashed his speed in center. Cut towards the right center field gap. 2 outs, bases empty. Benedict Cumberbatch is 1 for 2. A left-handed hitter against the righty Jose Berrios. And it's a ground ball to second. Wong throws in the dirt, scooped nicely, side retired. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. In Game 3 of the World Series, Cleveland has a 2-1 advantage. This is Avengers baseball. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. Up steps that is Salvador Perez, who struck out twice today. He's 2 for 10 in this series. Check the swing, but finds the outside corner, strike 1. Out in front of the 2-seam fastball, strike 2. Count is no balls and 2 strikes on Perez. Fouls back the knuckleball, knuckle curve. Count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss, the 2-seamer. That's strikeout number 9 for Scarlett. She's pitching a great game. However, she's trailing a 2-1 deficit. One away here in the bottom of the 7th. Gene Segura steps in. He's 1 for 2. Swinging and a miss at the fastball, strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball and 1 strike. Looked high, called a strike. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes on Ozuna. I'll check that on Gene Segura. Swinging and miss at the knuckleball. Double-digit strikeouts. That's strikeout number 10 for Scarlett Johansson. Here in the bottom of the 7th. Flailed at that knuckleball. However, this is Game 3 of the World Series, and the Hollywood Avengers trail 2-1 in this pivotal Game 3, up 2 games to none. Next up is Colton Wong. Pulls it foul for strike 1. 2 outs, bases empty, bottom of the 7th inning. Backhanded, deep in the hole. In time, cut the check. Side retired. Nice play by Anthony Mackie. We go to the top of the 8th. The Avengers trail by 1 here in Game 3 of the World Series. Taking over pitching duties for Jose Berrios is Dan Winkler. This is his 7th appearance out of the bullpen in the playoffs. He will face Dave Bautista. Bullpen is still active for the Cleveland baseball team. Deep but foul. Out of play, strike 1. Just got a piece of the cutter. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Drax. And he got him on the cut fastball. Struck him out. There's 1 away. The line for Jose Berrios, he did his job. 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. He's in line for the win. Next up, switch hitter Don Cheadle, 1 for 2. Cut fastball misses outside, ball 1. 1 for 2 with a single. Cut fastball found the outside corner. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Check the swing, pitch is high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Off the plate, hitters count. 3 balls, 1 strike. On deck, the new Captain America. A little late on the fastball, drives it to left, but routine play for Osuna, and there are 2 away here in the top of the 8th inning. With 2 outs and bases empty, up steps Anthony Mackie, who is 0 for 3. He has 6 home runs in the postseason. Grounds it, shovels it over to Winkler, steps on the bag. It's a 1-2-3 inning, and we will go to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 2-1 lead for Cleveland here in Game 3 of the World Series. Lineup turns over once again. Edgar Martinez is 1 for 3 with a single. Johansson and her 10 strikeouts are still out there dealing. Outside corner, strike 1. She's only thrown about 69 pitches. Just gets a piece of the slider. Count as no balls and 2 strikes. Pop up, caught over the shoulder, 1 away. Al Kaline. Before we do that, manager is going to go to the bullpen. He's going to sit down Paul Bettany. He's going to sit down Ed Norton. He's going to warm up Josh Brolin. He's going to warm up the closer, Jeremy Renner, just in case. Al Kaline's up there with 1 away. Bases empty, 2-1 lead for Cleveland. Fouls off the fastball, strike 1. So the Avengers scored 7 runs in Game 1 in the victory, and they scored 15 runs yesterday in Game 2, won 15-6. If only they could have bottled up some of those runs for today. Pops it up, Charging over is, and he does not make the catch. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch from Scarlett. Just gets that slider on the end of the bat to stay alive. She tries to get the knuckleball past him. Fouls it off. Count remains 0-2. And that's a line drive base hit up the middle. It is a 1-out single for Al Kaline. And the Cleveland baseball team has an insurance run on base here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here's the replay. Off the end of the bat, up the middle. Shoots it to center. Next up, Eddie Murray hit a solo homer in his last at-bat. He's 5 for 10 in this series. Inside corner, strike 1. Runner leads off first, 1 away. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball. Out and away. Count is no balls, 2 strikes. Pulls the slider foul down the first base line. And that's a deep drive. I don't think anyone's going to get it. No one. Oh, he makes the catch. What a gorgeous catch from the center fielder. War Machine, diving catch, gives up the body, possibly saves a run. There's 2 away. They should show us the replay. Look at this. Ranging towards the right field position, gives it up. If they win this game, that's the play of the game. Play of the series. 2 outs. Ken Griffey Jr. 1 for 3 with a double. Misses inside, ball 1. Off the plate, 2 balls and no strikes. Runner leads off first. Swing and a miss at the slider. Count is 2-1. Out in front. Hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike. On deck is Trevor Story. And he pulls the fastball down the right field line out of play. Count will go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The runner at first will be in motion. Here is the full count pitch from Scarlett. And he pops it up. Playable in no man's land out there for Holland. Spider-Man makes the catch. And we go to the top of the 9th. Last licks for the Hollywood Avengers. They need a run to tie here in Game 3 of the World Series. 2-1 Cleveland. Speaking of Tom Holland, and speaking of closers, Dennis Eckersley comes in to close. He's pitched in 4 games. He has 4 saves in 4 save opportunities. He will seek to shut the door in Game 3. Tom Holland is 0 for 3. Dennis Eckersley is a Hall of Famer. And that's a line drive. Base hit the other way. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, and the tying run is on first here in the top of the 9th inning. He does have base stealing potential, but he needs to be very careful. Next up, Robert Downey Jr. 0 for 3. Quick throw to first is back. So 2-1 Cleveland. Top of the 9th. They are 3 outs away from pushing it to a minimum of 5 games. Sinking fastball finds the outside corner, strike 1. Count is 0-1. Big lead at first. Nope. Misses high, 1 ball and 1 strike. Look at the color of that hair. My goodness. I don't remember him coloring his hair that way, but whatever. Just gets a piece of the sinking fastball. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Robert. Holland leads off first. Did he check it? No, he did not. Third base umpire says he went too far. And there's 1 away, 1 out here in the 9th. I think he checked it, but doesn't really matter. Next up, Mark Ruffalo, 0 for 3. And that's a line drive to center, and it will be caught And there are 2 away, and the Hollywood Avengers are down to their final out of Game 3 of the World Series, down by 1. With 2 outs in the 9th, up steps Chadwick Boseman, the late, great Chadwick Boseman. He's 1 for 3 today. He always will be Black Panther. Pulls it foul, strike 1. Pitch out, nothing doing. 1-1 is the count. Eckersley on the mound. Black Panther at the plate. Spider-Man at first. And it's a ground ball to second. Shovels it over, and there will be a Game 5 in the World Series as Cleveland wins Game 3, 2-1. So, things get interesting. It will not be a sweep in the World Series. There will be at minimum a Game 5. Jose Berrios comes in and shuts down the Hollywood Avengers in dramatic fashion, gives up 1 run in 7 innings pitched. Relief in the 8th from Winkler, and then in the 9th from Dennis Eckersley. And Scarlett Johansson's 11 strikeouts, 8-inning, 11 strikeout performance goes to waste. So here are the lines. Cleveland, 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors. The Hollywood Avengers, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. And the first opportunity for the Cleveland baseball team to celebrate this postseason, this World Series, that is. And obviously, the starting pitcher for the Cleveland baseball team, Jose Berrios, is your player of the game. The team that he faced scored 22 runs in the first 2 games of the series, only scored 1 run in 7 innings pitched. He is your player of the game. Jose Berrios. So Jose is 2-0 for the postseason. Scarlett Johansson, a Black Widow, is 2-1. Dennis Eckersley gets save number 5 in the playoffs. And this is the matchup. So let's exit the post game. Confirm exit. So Game 4, the Avengers will lead 2-1. It is now even more pivotal than Game 3. Sim through this date. Chris Pratt versus Griffin Canning. I have no idea who that is. Chris Pratt is Star-Lord or Peter Quill from the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. He had 1 start in the postseason, did not pitch well. This is a chance for him to redeem himself. There's a big difference between being tied 2-2 in a 7-game series and having a 3-1 advantage. Game 4 at Cleveland. Oh, it's going to get tense. So this is Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. And stay tuned tomorrow for Game 5 of the World Series. But until then, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.